What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to yet another episode of the TalkTrack. After how many weeks? 2. After a year. Marissa said 365 days. We've been on hiatus, mostly due to unforeseen circumstances. But it's also good to take a break every once in a while. We get burnt out. Okay, I don't know about you guys. Sometimes I get burnt out, and then topics just disappear, and then I have nothing to say, and then I come here and I'm just rambling. And last month was a fun month in the sense we talked about the stuff that people don't like to talk about. Then for a month that was going so well. We talked about this a lot, so I don't want to talk about it again, but everyone on the talk track knows that for a month that was going so well, it didn't end in the best way. Yeah. But that man would have wanted us to be happy, so.
True.
So, yeah. I have said rest in peace everywhere I have been. I said rest in peace at the quiz. I'm going to say rest in peace at the talk track to engineer Kenneth Kaheru, who unfortunately left us last month. That's why I say the month did end on the best note. But I think about it positively and just know that he's in a better place. There is peace, and Trump has no access to him. Let's just say that. Okay, so no one is going to be bombing anyone for oil where he is, which is, when you think about it, quite a relief. But thank you guys. Welcome back.
Thank you.
From the hiatus, and also from Hoima for those that went to send off our good friend. And welcome to a new month. It's a women's month, officially. Well, every month is a women's month, but then this one was like, women. Putting you there. Just like August is girlfriend's month. It starts with girlfriend's day. 1st August. That is your month. Let me tell you, there are 2 months in which you can save your relationship in there. It's Feb and August. In between there is a bit. And March also, because it's women. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just statistically speaking. Statistically speaking, in Feb, March, and August, women are more willing to put up with your bullshit as long as you do. That's a lie. No.
We are never ready for your bullshit.
No, I'm not saying anything. I did not say that. Someone is going to watch this and go, oh, it was a very bad joke. So the Talk Track is an independent production of the Kara Junkies. It's produced, edited, sound mixed, and shot by Maurice, aka Moro, aka the OG Kara Junkie, aka the father of the Kara Bike, aka no longer Mukono Moja, aka Mukono Mbili, aka the only Rastafarian from Ankole, aka reverse Peaky Blinder. You can see the way he's wearing the Peaky Blinder hat. Maurice, what's up? How are you doing? As a man, as a real man, why haven't you gotten bilharzia? Why? It's good. You should walk in water, swim in swamps. Don't be swimming in swimming pools. The only Munyankole with dreadlocks. They know you. And I'm your host, Roy, aka The Alchemist, aka Kamada, aka Nofachi Neviansi, aka Ochawa Giramanyu. We lost that sample, but it's okay. We're coming back. Aka Consultant, who Maurice's professor. Aka I've lost the other one. It will come back to me. We don't own any of the rights to the music you're going to be hearing playing in the background. Also, the opinions presented on the Talk Track do not represent any of the entities affiliated with the Talk Track. That is the Bar House where we are right now, Plot 8B, Gabula Road, unofficial home of the Kara Junkies. Also, the Kara Junkies' opinions presented on the Talk Track are presented from perspectives of learned experiences. But if you'd like to catch up with us, if you'd like to leave a comment, leave feedback, just check us out on our socials at TalkTrack UG on YouTube. And at TalkTrack UG on YouTube, just like, follow, comment, and we'll be sure to get back to you. Now, the world is going to shit. Well, one part of the world is fighting the other part of the world, and Africans are making memes about it because that's what we do. No, name one time. I'm not going to speak about although West Africans are also funny, but let's talk about East Africans and our inability to take anything serious. I think that's just how we get through life. Because what do you mean there is actively a war going on between the United States and Iran and Israel. Israel is like that one friend who is always there, like, hey, coming for you, that one. Start something, then they join. Couldn't start it on their own. They waited. Then the US was like, huh? And then they were like, okay, let's add. So now that is going on. Of course, we all know how Iran retaliated. And then East Africans are making memes about Kim Jong-un being not involved in the war. But when you see your friends bombing each other, they don't invite you, and they don't involve you.
How you have the coolest toys,
and no one wants to play with you. But the funniest one for me, okay, the Kim Jong-un one was funny. There was a one for Russia. There's a meme I saw where like someone asked, also it was like a question and answer thing. So the question is, someone was asking the United States why they were bombing Iran, and they were like, they have nuclear weapons. And so they asked, why don't you bomb Russia? And they were like, boss, they have nuclear weapons. And so those memes of Putin saying, just wishing one bomb would land in Russia by mistake, of just waiting for a bomb to land in Russia. Just provoke, just one.
You're just dramatic.
I know, but it's interesting. And then the funniest one though that I saw was because now people are going, oh, World War III might happen and all that. The funniest one I saw was like a picture of the Germans. It was like a conference where some guy was saying how he said, I invented this shit, and they put the German flag on top of him, and he was talking to like the US and Israel, like, I invented this shit, like war. And I'm like, right, so this is not about you for once. But I think the Germans should be feeling like a bit like saved right now, in terms like in the eyes of the world, because Germans were still going like, we're not the ones who started this one. We're not the ones. We're not even involved in any. We're back there minding our business. But all jokes aside, it's scary. Like, we don't know how far this could escalate. Like, for now, it's between the US and Iran and Israel, but you see, like, Iran retaliated by attacking Qatar, and they retaliated by attacking the United Arab Emirates. And recently there was bombings in Beirut. So you just never know. Yeah, there was bombings in Lebanon as well. So you never know. Like, they may look for an American post in like Somalia, and then they're blowing up Somalia, and before you know it, they're moving closer to home. So acts of war are never too far from us. I think while we're enjoying the freedom that we have right now and we're having fun, I think it's pertinent to keep not just ourselves, but the people currently involved in that stuff in our prayers. Man, we need peace. Like, it's hard already. It's hard. So, keep those guys in your prayers. So that has been going on. Manchester United lost their first game in a very long time. Olivia was very, very happy. Look at her. Stop clapping. You're also not a
Olivia. Yeah.
You're an Arsenal fan.
Oh, yes.
It's just haters now. Just haters.
No, not haters.
Haters. That was a very successful hate watch for you. But we're coming back. By the way, Arsenal is just only 8 games away from a Premier League victory. I can say that again.
Louder.
8 games are many. And this is your fumble month. You've always, March is your fumble month. Just pray. The moment you get through March and you're still on top of the table, you're going to win the league. March has always, historically speaking, March has been your fumble month. So I'm just saying. Sorry, is that?
And he says we are hate watching.
Watch us rise.
I'm just saying, history don't lie. I'm just saying, March is statistically your fumble month. So be careful. Pray. Martinelli. Pray for Martinelli. This is the month when he starts doing crazy stuff. Start praying. He turns into Garnacho. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen this as a man TikTok things. As a real man. There's this Munyankole guy on TikTok who does a filter that makes his mouth look huge and looks like a baboon or a monkey. And he keeps telling men what they should be doing. Says, as a man, why do you swim in swimming pools? You should be swimming in swamps. You should be swimming in volcanoes, erupt in volcanoes. As a man, why do you own a pet dog? You should be owning a pet buffalo.
As a man, why do you eat ketchup?
Why do you eat ketchup?
And you're like, really?
The guy was asking us real questions. As a man, why are you understanding in class? You go home confused. I was like, why? Why? No, but it's quite hilarious. Of course, it's like being sarcastic about the whole thing, but it's hilarious to see how many people like sort of agree with what he says. I'm like, guy, no, as a man, why do you have dimples? Like, I've been there smiling. I'll tell you something serious. Why do you have dimples? That's why I asked. That's why I asked Maurice in the beginning. As a man, why have you never gotten bilharzia? Yeah, Maurice has dimples. As a man, as a real man, why do you have dimples? Why? It's crazy. It's crazy. Welcome, guys. I'm surrounded by women today, and it's International Women's Day. So cheers to you guys. Happy Women's Day to you guys. How was your mini celebration yesterday? I'm going to put you on blast right now because you guys have these like little fun things. By the way, before you answer, Maurice, what's wrong with us as guys? Like, why don't we ever do things together? But that doesn't count. Like planned things. Like, like we plan and we do not these things of we meet up here by mistake. As a man, as a real man, why are you planning? Anyway, how was your guys' thing yesterday, thingy? Women's Day, Bridgerton tea party.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It was
Sip
fun.
the tea. And this is not a secret because you put it all on your statuses.
Spill the tea.
Yeah, spill. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I want to hear the tea that was spilled. And then that stays between you and you and you.
Yeah.
Yes, it stays between you. But being International Women's Day, I had like a host of topics that I wanted to go through, but I think today we're just going to talk and celebrate women and the powerful creatures that you are and what womanhood means in this current day and age, and how it has evolved and how it has changed over time and what the future holds, like, for women and how they're shaping the world right now. But my very first question to you guys would be, how has your understanding of womanhood evolved over time? And I think you've all been lucky to see like different eras of how women have approached and how they've lived in society. You've been young girls, you've grown up to be teenagers, you've experienced womanhood in a very, very unique era, the era of social media. So how has your understanding of womanhood evolved like over time? And your experiences also, or what they call women's experiences, how have those for you evolved over time? I just had to ask. I feel like everything I say here today is going to be used against me somehow.
No.
So I'm digging a hole, but it's okay. It's journalism. I don't know if this is even journalism. Mama Halima, you were saying. How was your understanding of womanhood evolved over time?
Well, hi guys, viewers. Hi ladies, happy Women's Day.
Happy Women's Day.
To us. Yay.
We also have banana bread before Halima starts answering. So, Maurice, in case you feel hungry while holding the camera, there's bread there.
So how we have evolved. We are in a different era, as you said, social media and everything, which was different being a millennial. Things were quite different and they drastically changed, like a period of 5 years, and now you have TikTok, you have there's a lot of information there, women saying this, men saying this about women, the other gender being like this, like it's just it's confusing. No, there are many genders. Apparently.
Okay, for purposes of this conversation, we are going to recognize two.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, for all intents and purposes. Not that we don't recognize the others. It's just
We
for
know
all
about
intents and
them,
purposes
but
right
right now?
Yes, we shall focus on the two.
Yeah, so as a grown from childhood, teenagehood, now I'm a woman, I should say, because I'm quite old.
We're not going to go there. She says she's quite old.
There's
hear
been
that.
different ways I have been treated in different stages. And the spaces I expose myself in have also contributed to the kind of woman I am becoming. You asked about how our party yesterday was. It was beautiful and lovely. And how does it help me evolve? It helped me evolve by meeting other women, celebrating ourselves, which is the most important thing. We don't have to wait for men to celebrate us if we don't celebrate ourselves. Yeah? It is well. So we get to learn from different women. We all have come from different backgrounds, so we share. But most times you find that we have similar experiences in different career-wise, in whatever sector you're in, relationship-wise. Generally, we have things we share in common. But remember, we all come from different backgrounds, different parts of the world. So exposing myself to spaces that have women and women are appreciated has helped me learn more and evolve to be a better woman and a better person in society.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I'm loving this. Just like your experience, your understanding, your perception of womanhood, how was that evolved as as you've grown, as you've changed, and you specifically, you've experienced different cultures. So you've experienced womanhood in different cultures. So I think you're going to have a very interesting answer. I can't wait.
Oh, that's really what I was thinking, like how different it is in the States versus Uganda, especially with just views of what it looks like our life should be. Because I think there's also different parts of Uganda that have differences. Like, obviously, there's the people more in the village that are going to be more, okay, your goal is to get married and have children. But then you watch these ladies in Kampala or Jinja, and it's like they're about work and they're about, making something for themselves. And I think that's what I saw. Like, growing up, a lot of it was the American dream. Like, you get married, you have kids. But then as we started to get to, like, middle school, high school time, I would say, like more towards your secondary, the image was just kind of flipped, and everyone was like feminism and women's rights. And so I saw a huge difference, I would say, growing up that way. It was kind of like, hey, we don't have to get married. Hey, we don't have to have children, like, if we don't want to. And I've also seen the culture of, like, how your friends impact you, because I look at even, like, the graduating class I had, most of my friends are not married or have kids. Like, if they are married, then they don't have kids. But I would say there's even a lot of us that, like, they didn't end up getting married, And then there's, like, the grade under me who all are married and all have children. And I'm like, what happened? Like, why is one, totally towards one way and one's totally towards another? But I think you just impact each other a lot by who you're around and, like, what you're influenced by. And I think those people grew up in the more traditional, especially Christian sense of, we need to grow up and get married and have kids, And that's the way that we spread the gospel. Versus, like, my grade was not like that. Like, they're very independent, and a lot of our, like, let's say presidents, vice presidents of our grade were always women. And so versus them, it wasn't like that. So I think it just really is impact, like you said, like, the people that you're around are really going to shape who you become and what you believe in. Because I know that there's so much pressure when I come here. Like, every time I go for labs, they're like, do you have children? And I'm like, no. They're like, you need to get one. Just one. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not in the stance for that right now, like, or the mental space to be able to do that. But that's just kind of what's expected here. Like, you need to have a kid as a woman. So, yeah. So I think that's the big differences that I've seen. But I've also seen, like, all the ladies that we were together yesterday. Like, I don't think, well, Olivia kind of you have your child, but but they're, like, a lot of us, don't. And so, and we were talking about, like, 5-year plans of what each of us want. And some want kids, some don't. Some want to get married, some don't. And so, yeah, I just thought it was interesting that we're in the same culture, we're the same age group, but we all have these different plans for the future. Some of us don't know. But yeah, so I think that's kind of the explanation for myself.
Oh, that's lovely. Olivia, this episode is proudly sponsored by Unmarked Water. Unmarked Water, proudly drunk by Olivia. Olivia, how has your understanding of womanhood evolved over time?
I think she has said much of what I was thinking about, but I It has evolved over time because of the different experiences I have had, even as a child, growing up through observing my voice is really gone. We had just a blast last evening. So if you can't hear me properly, it's because I woke up when I can barely even speak.
Let me
But
tell
now
you.
I'm able to speak.
I was about to ask you to sing, but it's okay.
Yeah.
By the way, for those that don't know, Olivia has a very lovely singing voice. One day we'll put her on the spot, but
Thank you. Thank you.
not today.
Thank you. Yeah, so at first, growing up, I used to believe, oh, you have to you grow up as a woman, you get married, you take care of your family. But then also, there was questions. You see the married people, you see this man beating this woman and this woman staying in the marriage. You're like, why are you staying there? So now with this era, like Halima said, social media kicked in, then we now start hearing women from all over the world. Oh, this is what is happening. There is some statistics recently, like social media has really done a lot. Like every time we chill on our reels, like, there's a lot of questions that we keep asking ourselves privately that we can't communicate to our family or even friends. But then you find there's this trend. You know, you Google one thing and they bring you a lot of this other. So we pick on so much opinions. Like I can tell recently I looked at a reel that was talking about how about like marriage. I'm one person that has believed in believe in marriage and stuff. But I watched this reel saying it's like statistics and research has been done that married men live longer than unmarried men.
I'm going to say something, and a man may punch me in the face for this. But honestly speaking, there is an unspoken amount of peace and calm that having a woman in your life brings to you. But we shall talk about that later. Continue.
Yeah, so it's like this benefits the men. Like marriage, statistically benefits the men, and then they give you the statistics of how unmarried women are very happy and they live longer. Unmarried women with no children live longer and happier lives than married women, which means marriage benefits the men, because when you get someone, you start pouring in, you give them your all, like, you know, and then you forget about yourself. That's why. So a lot that happens online, but anyway, I'm giving you that as an example. As someone that has been looking forward to this, question marks start popping. Then I start questioning, do I want to be unhappy but in a marriage, or be happy, wild and free with no children? Like, these are the women, rich aunties, these are the women that live longer. So you find that my opinion of whom I start creating my own opinion of the woman that I want to be. So the evolution starts happening like that through my experiences, what I observe. Social media mainly, like I said, does so much. And yeah, and then I form my own identity. And that's why today it is very common to hear now women saying, I don't want children, I want nothing to do with that ish, you know? And I'm never going to get married, and it's getting normal, but because of exposure. Yeah.
Maurice, we can cuss on the podcast, right? We can cuss. Fuck. Okay. I mean, when she said ish, I'm like, feel free. It's Women's Day, by the way. Don't censor yourself today. If you want to say shit, fuck, bullshit, say it. No, but that's lovely to hear from you guys. And I love that the aspect of social media has come up a lot, because my next question was actually going to be around social media. So what role do you feel as women that social media has played, not only in empowering, but celebrating and also putting the voices of women out there. I know there is some parts of social media that have been used by both men and women to downplay the progress that women have made over time. But I also know that there are parts of social media, like Olivia has said, that have been. So, what role do you feel, and if is it as significant as we think it is? But what role do you think, or do you feel that social media has played, especially the social media era, in celebrating, empowering, and amplifying the voices of women? I'm good at this. I love that question. Just came out of my head.
Yeah. Hey, well done.
Thank you. So pat yourself in the back every once in a
Okay.
while.
So, according to the question you just asked, social media has a lot of content. There's too much information on the.
Who's distracting Halima? Demency.
There's too much information out there, so it's up to you to choose the kind of content you consume, because the kind of content you consume also influences the choices you make, daily choices. Now, how has it helped in empowering women? For example, I'll give an example of TikTok. We get to see live, or we assume we are closer to these people because they may give us a glimpse of their daily life. I like this Sylvia Mgeni, the CEO or manager, MTN?
Yeah, CEO MTN currently
CEO
right
MTN,
now.
yeah. Like, she shows you her work life and how she's involving the Gen Zs in her workspace. These guys make pranks on her. There's this one thing, they were giving her the most random gifts.
The most random gifts,
Yes.
and she didn't know what
So
was
someone
going on.
she's having a meeting literally,
And they gave her a fire
and they're
extinguisher.
having a small break, and someone came with a fire extinguisher and gave it to her.
That was a lovely prank.
Then
though.
someone came and gave her something else, like, and she's like, what's going on? She doesn't get it, but she's trying to involve the people in her surrounding. And then she has this other side where she's doing TikTok dance challenges with her kids. You get, now, when you look at someone, she actually inspires me. When you look at someone like that, and she's giving you a glimpse of her work life, then her daily life, and you get to learn something here or there. You don't have to be boss always. You get? You have to, try and integrate. So the content you consume also matters a lot. And it helps with the decisions you make along the way. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Ooh, okay. Halima's on a roll, guys. Halima, why haven't you been coming for the talk track, by the way? That is a question. We shall discuss this, don't worry.
The how social media influences, I guess, question. I feel social media is like Alima said.
Yeah, what role has social media played in empowering and amplifying women's voices?
It's really doing so much. Like it's a gift to the women. Why am I saying it's a gift? Because I have had opportunity, and I think Roy and some of us here, if you have worked within communities, social work communities,
Yeah.
if you had opportunities of moving deep in the villages, not even too deep. Like I can tell you, I was working in Kayunga, Galilaya. That's not too far. It's like an hour and a half to get there. But if you meet women that don't have these smartphones, they still operate the same old way. You find that she does all the work. She buys she provides food for her husband. And when she buys things like chickens from her money, her husband can come home and sell them because everything in the home belongs to the husband. And she believes that, she's okay with it. And we have, in Uganda also, we can be married, but, if I don't want, as my husband, my husband can rape me. Like, you cannot force yourself on me. Like, just because we are married. So social media, for women that are on social media, they are seeing these things. They're seeing other women voice, their experiences and fight for their rights in ways like that. And then you go to the villages, you find these women are, I don't want it, but I am a woman. It's meant to be like this. So I feel social media really does a very big role. Yes, it has its own misleading things that that feed our delulus, So it's like, so there's a lot of delulus we have just out of fear. And then when we watch this career on social media, it's kind of thinking like we are thinking. We're like, yeah, I am right. That's what I was thinking also. But the fact is, it's another delusional person that just posted something on social media. It is not research backed, but because it fits my opinion and what I actually want to hear, I'm like, yo, this is correct. Like, I am right all along. So it has its own disadvantages, but then it has a lot of advantages. Like, personally, I learned so much about like parenting. I learned about trauma, how you help, like some of the topics that I would not just know in school or in this environment with friends, because they have also not been exposed to such. But I can get from social media, and it shapes my mentor as a mother, as a woman, as a friend, So it's really amazing to us as women.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating women today, and the women have taken over the talk track. Although, if we're being honestly speaking, like statistically speaking, always at the talk track, the attendance has always been more women than men. So technically, the talk track always celebrates women. Maurice, what's up? What's up? Yeah. Yeah, Halima, please go on.
I wanted to add something on the previous question. The information we get off social media has also helped women to know that they are not suffering alone. There are other women suffering or going through the same stuff they are going through out there. For example, about health, the fibroids, ovarian cysts. The other day, Lupita Nyong'o was showing how she has fibroids. Then she had a photo shoot with different fruits to represent the number of fibroids she had. Now imagine someone like me here in Uganda, if I was going through the same situation, and I'm like, oh, Lupita Nyong'o, the Hollywood celebrity, also goes through this. I don't feel alone. I feel like she has the money to do whatever she wants to do, but she's vulnerable enough to share this with other women. So it gives us strength. It gives us hope that you're not alone and there's always something you can do about it. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, like, honestly speaking, we do. I feel like every time someone talks about social media, every time we bring up something regarding social media, people normally jump to the negatives. Oh, it is reducing our attention span. Oh, now we're doing this. Oh, there is scammers. Hey, there's scammers on social media, though. Jesus Christ. No, but one thing I do appreciate, and especially in regards to women, and I'm speaking about this as someone, like Olivia said, who has worked in communities with organizations specifically targeting women's needs. And Olivia quite rightly put it, like, just seeing the differences between women who are fortunate enough to be exposed and women who are not. And, we all we're living in the same time and the same era, but the difference is so vast. And yes, while social media has its pitfalls, I feel like it is a necessary tool in pushing forward the empowerment of women, in amplifying the voices of women, in helping other women understand what other women are going through. And one thing I'm really proud of now is how more men are well, I'm not going to speak for all men, but more men have started jumping onto the trend of trying to understand women and, women's needs and women's rights and women's struggles. I was recently watching a TikTok where a man, and this was, and I watched the whole 3-minute video, but a man was talking about fibroids, not from a point of, like, let's say, extreme knowledge, but from a point of experience where his partner went through it, and he was talking about her experience from his point of view, not even trying to steal the show or anything, but he was kind of trying to educate other men about what women go through, but from the perspective of a man. And for me, that was beautiful in a sense that, yeah, it's not just empowering women, it's also putting us, one, it's making us more accountable, but also putting us in a position to understand some of the things, like, we think we're exposed, but it's putting us in a position to understand some of the things that we thought we knew, but we don't as men. And I love that. So going away from, like, all the philosophical questions, I want to ask a fun one. And this is something I've always asked women, and they've never given me an answer, but today you're on the spot. So you're going to answer this question.
Don't be so sure.
Jocelyn, you're going to start. You're going to answer this one first, because I feel like you have an answer to this. If women completely run the world for a week, that means all presidents are women, all CEOs are women, everything is just women-led. Okay? For 1 week, what do you think would immediately change? Like, what is one immediate change we would see?
Olivia says, what, World War III is going to end, or what?
It would start.
Or it would start.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could see that either way. I think there'd be... Well, when women don't like other women, it can be brutal. Just know. So,
Lots of conflict.
exactly.
Somehow.
Too much conflict. And yeah, we're savages, but in a more secret, detailed way than I would say men. Men are just out there with it. They always want to fight, right? The women, psychologically, will do something. And I find that to be the main thing with girls. But, so I think, like, maybe that mindset, but also I think a lot of things would be more detailed, and I think there would be obviously more equal rights and also, like, more protection of children. I think those are the main ones I would say.
Olivia, what would immediately change? Like, women, the world is being completely run by women in 1 week. Sorry, for a week. What do you think would immediately change? Jocelyn said women are savages. And I'm going to get back to that because that's scary.
Oh, okay.
We love you still, though.
I see where you said it's a hard one.
Uh-huh.
So if we
Run the
I
world
think
for
it's
a
been a
week.
question also. If I saw it last week
Uh-huh.
where someone was wondering if women ruled the world, would we be in a situation U.S. and Israel and the
And
rest of
Iran
the guys
and
are
Russia
in?
and Ukraine.
Women. So I feel if women ruled the world, looking at women already that have been in leadership, like I live alone, there is, women also have different characters, different personalities and stuff. So if we see women that have been in power worldwide, they have that a certain, like, personality about them. That's something that puts them together in character-wise. So I feel if we rule the world, the peace would definitely be assured, and there will be more opportunities for women. They'll provide more opportunities in terms of work for women, and I see there would be more collaborations within nations, and war. Like, you see, war would not be a thing if women ruled the world. Why? You see, men are ruled by this ego, which is why they're buying all these, like Museveni and Russia. Their shit is to invest more in ammunition and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I feel if women ruled the world, we would invest money in more other things that lead to development of a nation, that brings togetherness, than war. because men are led by those egos. That's why we're having those
Maurice,
wars.
we're led by ego. That's why we have war. Halima wants to disagree. Halima's like, we will not have war. Are you sure?
Well, my dear. He just called me a warmonger, but no. But you know how women have that silent hate for other women? Not all, but there's just women who just don't like. It
Other women,
happens.
yeah.
It just happens. You could go to work and your boss is a lady and she just doesn't like you. Not just the boss. It could be any other lady. Could even be the lady at the canteen. She just doesn't like you. You come, there are 2 samosas left. No one has bought them. Then she'll say, someone has booked them.
Halima,
Because she doesn't like
That is
you.
a very specific example.
Because it has happened before. It has happened. These are things that happen every day. Then you're like, like you sense some kind of vibe. And you say they want to be war. Oh, they just send a missile there by mistake. You should be like, send there. You get, huh? But besides that, I believe a lot would change, but it would be mainly focused on social issues, education, child support, health, things that involve us all, and mainly women, because it's been neglected.
Yeah.
We still have mothers dying while giving birth to children. I mean, we're in 2026. Someone is in labor and there's no ambulance that can come and get them.
What is the mortality rate right now? Is it 350 in about 100,000 mothers in Uganda, which is still high?
Very high.
Which is still high.
You
yeah.
get, like, this is 2026, guys. There's a lot of things that would change if we women were given that 1 week. But again, that Kamizal could happen. Then it happens. You're back to sender, you get things like that. Then when the men come in after that 1 week, they're like, Madam said. So he continues from where Madam what? Stopped.
I love how by the way sometimes we as men use that as an excuse to get out of things. It's like, what is going on? The boss said. She said, we're leaving now. We're leaving now. We are going. Where are you going? Madam said.
Someone said, leave these things of being baby, what? When he calls you madam, just know, you're solid.
Madam.
You're the wife. You're the madam. So when he says madam, just know you're the one.
The missus said, guys, the minimum madam.
Madam.
I was there with madam. Hey, okay. No, but that's lovely. I actually thought that you guys would talk about, there would be less war. I love that you went straight like, hey, we are savage. We love, but we are savage. We shall fight. Start asking each other, Pooja, what is this behavior? What is this behavior? And I don't like this. I feel like we should bomb Uganda. Why? I just don't like how the president there looked at me when I went there. It's fishy. I feel it's fishy. They're going to make economic
Those characters of women would not make it to presidency.
Are you sure? Pooja, what is this behavior?
Don't be very sure.
Jocelyn is like, are you sure? Are you sure?
Happened.
You know what Kamala Harris? Let me tell you. Do you know what Kamala Harris is saying right now? Kamala Harris is like, during the funeral service of Reverend Jesse Jackson, who just passed on. You know, it's a funeral service and you're supposed to be like talking about the person. You know how she started her funeral service speech? She was like, I mean, I did predict every single thing that is happening right now. And everyone was like, oh, yeah, you did. But like just the need to just be like Trump. I told you guys Trump would do this shit. And he's doing it. And she said with a big smile on her face, I'm like, huh? And you said there would be no war. Like I told you that Ugandan you put there that Ugandan president put there. That's crazy. No, but I love that. At least you're not shying away from that. I was ready for you to tell me, there would be peace. And I like how Halima said they would not consult, just send.
They will not consult because it's personal. She doesn't need your opinion. She'll tell you after. By the way, you see that car bomb in Uganda? It was me.
Are you saying Trump is a woman?
He might
No,
be. No. But he might be.
different. That's different.
Okay, just to get a point. I remember when Trump came into power for this term, someone said in the United States, I've forgotten what, I think it was like, must have been, no, it wasn't BBC. I know it was BBC. News anchor on BBC said, the presidency is not a place for a petty person. Right? Because remember how Trump was a one-term president and how he left, there was a whole January, I think, 11th thing and that whole thing. And Trump refused to seize power. Like, he effectively was just like, I'm not declaring that I lost. So when he came back, even his picture, like the picture they took when like announcing him into, did you see that thing? That guy, you could tell from that picture, he was ready. He was waiting for the slightest provocation. When he didn't get it, he just made it up. It was like, what's wrong with Iran? Oh, yeah, Obama said they had nuclear and they didn't deal with it. Let's go deal with it.
So are you trying to say he's leading America emotionally?
He is.
He's on his emotion.
He's on his emotions.
About his ovulating.
Jocelyn will tell you, like what's going on in Minnesota right now. That's pure emotion.
Like literally, there was tariffs put on a country because he didn't like how the woman spoke to him. So it's messy.
Anyway. How much time do we have left, producer? We have about 14 minutes. And I'd like to ask one very interesting question, and I think you guys are going to love this. What is one thing women should stop apologizing for? What is one thing women should stop apologizing for?
Saying no.
Oh, hallelujah. That's a good one, yeah.
Why should I be sorry for not wanting to do something? Yeah? And for some reason, women, they actually take our no's for granted. They'll be like, she said no, but let me keep poking. Maybe she'll say yes. My no is a no. I'm sorry, sir. That's what you expect us to do. To be sorry for our no. Like, I've said no and you still want me to explain why I have said no. Can no just be no? And you understand and be okay with it? I don't have to explain to you, no, I cannot come with you. Why? Why can't you come with me? I have the car. I want to walk.
And also not having to say sorry. Yeah. Because literally it's like, if we inconvenience a man, then it's put on us, you know? So I hate that.
Olivia was like, I ain't adding shit to that. You have covered it. There is cream on that cake. If I add anything else, I'm just going to fuck it up. No, but it's lovely. So I'm going to switch the conversation a little bit because now I want to get into the head of a woman in regards to a man, right? Right? Like Halima knows where I'm going. There's a very interesting question that my sister always asked me, and it was a funny thing. Like, and this is not something I thought about until that time that she asked me. And I think I was about 21 at the time, and she asked me, "What is something, or what is like one green flag that all men look for in a woman?" And I know that's not a universal question. Like, just not all men want the same thing, right? But I was like, oh. I mean, if a woman just had this one thing, just this one thing, I'd probably be like, okay, yeah. I mean, she does piss me off sometimes, but that one thing, yeah? So, in the same sense, like, what is one green flag? And of course, it's going to differ because you all have different opinions. So, in your opinion, what is one green flag that would automatically make you go, oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that guy is cool.
Roy, we need your answer first.
Mine? No,
About
mine
how
will
you answered your sister.
mine will come after. And I'm going to give you the answer to the question. It's about women today, so, you know, you'll answer. Then I will finish the story with my answer.
Okay, well, my answer would be we look for a leader, but not in an egotistical way.
Yeah.
It's more of like someone that's going to lead us in life, but not control, if that makes sense. Because
It does.
yeah, I think that's what's missing in a lot of men nowadays is like, because they want equality, but there's also not someone that's going to lead you in the relationship or lead you to, like, let's say, go after your goals or, do things in life. And so that kind of breaks the whole equality thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia! Automatic green flag in a man. You see that green flag, you'll be like, I don't care that you're short. That is a good Halima, first wait, height is something you can't change. It's naturally occurring. Morris, they don't like short men. Tom Cruise
it's
is
difficult.
Tom Cruise is 5'7". I just want to put that out there.
But I think a green flag would be someone who is visionary, like someone. I think it kind of goes with what you were saying.
No, being a leader and being a visionary are two very different
Yeah,
things.
someone that sees, like, has plans for the future and thinks both of you, like, puts, like, when he talks, like,
you feel you're part of that plan.
and then also, even if, anyway, away from being a part of it, but when they just have a conversation with you, you feel
Like
they are like people someone that is going to lead you somewhere if you choose to walk with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a really big green flag.
Okay. Halima has a very interesting answer. I can feel it.
Why?
The way you rushed for the mic before I said Olivia, it's like burning.
Well, for me, it's quite simple and, let me say, basic. Respect yourself, respect the people around you, respect the environment. Yeah.
Olivia, why are you laughing? Okay, good.
I triggered an answer out of you. Because these are like simple things, but we some people overlook this. Yeah. Maybe because someone has money, they're behaving a certain way, and so they they overlook the fact that they might be disrespectful.
Yeah.
From even their statements, you could be having a conversation and someone like, yeah, man, I can deal with my bitch. Bitch? Who's bitch here? So you'll be relating to me with your friends. You'll be like, my bitch is home sleeping. I left my bitch. No. Those are small things. And there's this other group. And most times it's the same group. They treat people who are not on the same level as them as shit. You can be at a restaurant. Maybe you're having dinner or something. Biriangeriwa. Puts the money there and just, like, please, can you behave? Like, someone has brought polite, like, it doesn't cost you anything to just be respectful of the people around you. They put a parking ticket on your car. Man, I cannot do that. And you're shouting at this person. Just be polite. Just say, I paid earlier. Show the guy the ticket you paid. And it is okay. But now there's those small things. You underlook them. But for me, I be looking. And once I see those small things, I'm like, you know what? I cannot do this.
Someone that matters very dearly to me told me consideration and respect are sexy. Yeah.
And I just think how you talk about the person behind their back, not just in front of other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm adding on that. Like, so much of the time I keep telling friends, I don't really look at how you treat me much of the time. I look at I define you from how you treat other people, because that's the true you, how you treat. Apart from me, you have some feelings for how do you treat the other people around us. Like, it means a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very big green flag. Oh, yeah. I look at that a lot. So when she mentioned it, I was like, yeah. So while she was talking, I thought of something else, like in representation of the rest of the women that are not here, and the women group from yesterday. Green flag.
Maurice, pay attention. You wanted this answer for a very long time. Pay attention. You first keep quiet. Sorry. I'm first telling Maurice. So, it is the one he has
Okay.
been waiting
Okay.
for.
A green flag is a man that knows how to use his dick to give an orgasm to a woman, or how to use his body. You know, now it's not just the dick. So how to use your body to make her orgasm as many times as she can. It's a huge green flag that even when you are acting like a dick, like
As long
she's
as-
not gonna give a fuck because you know how to use your body. Now I no longer said dick. I'm saying your body to give her as many orgasms as she can. So that is
Did you hear?
that is a real green flag, and that's when you see us as, you know, when all of us friends.
Yeah.
All of us as friends are seeing all these other red flags of the man, the
But
owner, because of this one green flag.
They keep asking,
They don't see all the rest of things we have mentioned.
why are you still with that man? You guys
The rest
won't
of-
understand.
The rest of things we have mentioned are irrelevant. When someone has that, it is very hard for us as women to check out, even when we are seeing all these huge flags. We forget about everything else. So for every man out there, that's and it doesn't matter the size. It is, I mentioned how you use your body to give her as many orgasms as you can. That is the first green flag. Other women will line up behind me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting for Mama Water to strike, and she has struck.
No,
Namazi.
right? In the words of Taylor Swift, digmatized.
Correct.
This is why I wanted the women to lead the conversation today. I knew at some point it was going to get here. I was just waiting. I was like, just wait.
Now you see, yeah. Now that drives me to this. I want to introduce something a little bit small.
Maurice was signed by them.
Like
We've gotten the answer we wanted.
Mugende. Yeah. So it drives me to this thing of, can we first not have sex as we are getting to know each other? Because you will
Just
no,
like-
like you wait a little bit, not, you know? That's why some people decide to no sex until marriage, because they're trying to get to know the person.
Jocelyn is like, you
better.
must know what you're getting into.
Because you people, digmatization is real. No, it is. People actually go for therapy to get over it.
Yeah.
You wonder why hiyo msajja mukuba, msajja mvuma, but the lady like nze wano wenfiira.
Benedict
Fought,
Bridgerton.
No, Kolachi. Then you left. You packed up your stuff and left. 2 days later, hi. Snack boy.
Maurice was like, I don't know why I keep
You
coming back.
actually start lying to your friends. You know what? My mother's just called me. Let me go home quickly. She's going for fire. Wire.
I just had to put it there.
So Bambi, digmatization is real. It is a green flag when he ticks the other as for that one.
So
Then when
it's-
he ticks the other boxes.
Then you add that one.
Yeah. You ignore all of them and just settle and sit down.
They'll be like, don't tell me shit. Like I thought about the green flag because most of the girls, like it's like number one. I was like, wait, this is what everyone says. So if the fool knows how to, it's very common, how to use his body to give, women are toasting to orgasms. Like, we toasted to orgasms several times. Just, I've spilled a corner of the tea.
We noticed it
So
was a crisis.
many women around the world that's how they got drunk. And toast to orgasms shots. Okay, I am sorry to all the ladies.
You just revealed like 22%
Yeah,
of
right?
the secret. 78.
But I am helping your marriages if your men watch this.
22% revealed.
For your relationships.
78%. Okay, so in the last minute that we have, I'm just going to ask you guys some quick fire questions. Halima, heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Heels.
Heels.
Every time.
Olivia, heels or sneakers?
Of course, sneakers.
Sneakers. Okay, Olivia, now with you. Girls' night or date night?
What?
Girls' night or date night?
Girls' night.
Jocelyn, girls' night or date night?
Date night.
Date night. Dickmatized. Girls' night or date night, Halima?
Date night.
Okay, staying with you. Text first or make him text first?
Make him text
Hey,
first.
mama. Jocelyn, text first or make him text first?
Yeah, he should.
He should.
Him.
All right, staying with you. Olivia, soft life or boss life? I asked this one earlier. Soft life or boss life?
Soft life.
Soft life, huh?
What does that mean?
Soft life or boss life?
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Soft
boss
life is he takes care of you. Boss life is you do your thing but have him there. So soft life or boss life?
Okay, turn more to more boss life. Yeah.
Boss life. I changed. Boss life.
That's why I was wondering what it meant. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, boss life.
Boss life.
It's 50-50
It's
for me.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay, now staying with you, and the final one, Halima, romantic movies or crime documentaries?
Crime
Mama,
documentaries.
Amen. Crime every time.
Olivia.
Romance.
Romance. Oh, the Notebook.
Yeah, right?
You want to cry.
Titanic.
These guys want to watch serial killers.
Fuck.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. It's been fun. It's been fun getting to know a little bit more about you. Of course, I knew all these things because I'm a genius. No, I'm just kidding. It was really fun to have this conversation, and I hope we can do this more on the talk track. I actually think we should do like women and men, like have women like we've done today, and also have men, and then have women and men. But we'll discuss it.
Don't tag my mom or my boss in this
You don't want.
track if I have a boss. Don't tag my mom in
I
this
want to send,
episode.
by the way, I want to send it to your mom. I got her number. I'm going to send it to your mom. Ladies, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Maurice, as usual, thank you so much for the hard work today. My name is Roy, being your host for the evening. We'll see you all next Sunday. Welcome back and peace out. Good night. We have to beat H. Fanan. I'm still